Hi there, my name is Jonathan Hassan, and I'm the Director of Product Management at ADS. Welcome to our next installment of the FlowView PRISM launch videos. This version 1.7 release is jam-packed with new features and improvements. So let's jump right in and see what's new in FlowView PRISM 1.7. Speed has been a big focus in this release. Our software architects have been hard at work to improve your user experience. You will really like how FlowView PRISM 1.7 is much faster than its predecessors. We have included a major new feature in this version of FlowView PRISM, the ADS Answer Engine. Answer, our advanced numerical solver, gives the PRISM user a new and powerful capability for site-level, user-based calculations. With the Answer Engine, you can now perform user-generated calculations with the data entities collected and stored within FlowView PRISM. Calculations such as the volume of a CSO event, using a Weir equation, and net flow calculations between two different sites can be easily added to your project using very basic mathematical calculations, all in a very user-friendly interface. Users can now set up and configure Triton Plus monitors directly from within FlowView PRISM. This follows in the footsteps of our Echo Level Monitor and the Rain Alert 3 Rainfall Monitor, which you can already set up from within PRISM. There is no more need for a separate piece of software just to set up the Triton Plus monitor. Alarming is a key component of the PRISM platform, and we now have the ability to send SMS text alarm notifications along with email notifications, all configurable to the user level. You asked, and we listened. By popular demand, ADS has introduced data editing directly within FlowView PRISM. In this release, we have opened up some rigorous beta testing of the new and powerful data editing tools. Stay tuned for a full rollout of this great new tool that helps bring full monitoring system management under one powerful platform. Additional improvements to the user experience in PRISM include things like expanded functionality in composite location generation, new user setup and user-based preferences, a streamlined method of selecting data entities and quick ranges of dates that makes it easier for you to find the data that you want. Also, there are continued improvements, simplifications, enhancements to the hydrograph that displays depth, velocity, and flow rate all within the same graph, as well as a better experience for changing the scales of each displayed entity. Along with the highlights just mentioned, there are many, many more enhancements from the latest sprint. To get the full listing, make sure you go to our website, adsenv.com, click on the Resources link, and scroll down to the FlowView PRISM Updates option for the written release notes. If you are not yet familiar with our new FlowView PRISM platform, I encourage you to watch the overview videos that can be found on our YouTube channel. Now, let me take you on a guided tour within FlowView PRISM to demonstrate the new features and functionalities. Welcome to FlowView PRISM 1.7. You'll notice I'm using a demonstration customer, and I'm at the home page of PRISM. The first thing we wanted to show you is how to add a Triton Plus monitor to FlowView PRISM directly from the home page. You would click on the Add New Location button and then Add Triton Plus, and you would have your Add New Location window. You would enter your information, click on the Triton Plus drop-down menu, and then add any other information for each sensor that you plan to use. Once you add in your sensor information, such as an AV gated sensor for this Triton Plus, you would then go to the AV gated drop-down menu and add any more information associated with that sensor. Once you are complete adding the information, you would then click the Save button to save the information in PRISM, and this would save it directly into the PRISM database. However, the site is not activated until you click on the Activate button to make sure that the site is activated within Prism. Once you are complete, then you would click the Close button, and the site would be added and activated within FlowView PRISM. Another new feature is the ability to set up SMS text alarms as well as the traditional HTML email alarms notifications within Prism. To do this, you would click on your username, go to User Preferences, and add an email address for each user. Note, if you enter a secondary email address, then the alarm notifications will be sent directly to the secondary email, not the primary email. Once you determine the types of notifications you wish to set up, then you would go to Notification Subscriptions, and select each type of notification as well as alarm notification type that you wish to have delivered to you. There are email alarms as well as SMS notification alarms. So you would select each one that you want to have sent to your inbox and to your SMS text device, then click Apply and then Close, and you will have set up your alarming notification features. One thing that we really worked on in this version of Prism is speed. You'll notice that the sites load very quickly, and that speed is a major component to making this easy for our users and their experience. A new feature within FlowView Prism is the user calculation tool called Answer. The ADS Answer engine allows the user to calculate new entities with the data within the Prism database. You click on the Site Detail sheet, and you will see additional details associated with each site. You would go to the Associated Entity section, then click on Add Calculated Entity. A new pop-up window will appear that allows you to create a new entity. First, you would select your measurement units. In this case, we're going to select inches, and then we would name our entity. This can be any name, so I'm going to call this Entity 1. And then you could add a description as well as select a date range. You create variables for your equation by first selecting the site data you wish to use, the entity you wish to use from that site data. In this case, I'm going to select Unidepth, and then name a variable. In this case, I'll just say X. The variable alias is used in your equation for the calculation. In this equation example, I'll just say X plus 9. I need to validate it to make sure it will work as a valid equation. And once it's validated, you click Apply and then Close. Entity 1 can now be used to plot data and calculate data for this site, and you will be able to view that data within the hydrograph and other visualization areas. We did spend some time working on the data editing feature as well. This is in beta version right now, and we plan to release it very soon. However, data editing within Prism is available in both a manual data editing format for each data point, as well as with some advanced data editing tools that will be available soon. We will be sure to let you know when we release this for general use. Additional work has been spent in the zooming feature for the hydrograph, so that when a user wants to take a deeper look at some of the data within a site, they can drag and drop an area that they wish to zoom in on, and that data will zoom accordingly for all entities on the hydrograph. You'll also notice that on the scatter graph, The zoomed data points are shown in yellow. You can then move the section of data, expand it, or shrink it as needed to view the data that you wish to see. You'll notice the speed is very fast, and this allows the user to have a better experience zooming in on the specific information they want to see. Additionally, we've added a feature where the user can manually set the scales for the hydrograph entities, such as depth, velocity, quantity, and rain. You can set a minimum and maximum scale for each one so that you can better view and visualize your data. We appreciate the time you spent with us taking a look at PRISM today. We have many more new releases coming with lots of new features, and we look forward to getting your feedback. Thank you very much.